So this is a winter practice. And we'll move, of course. But in the winter, we're in the water element, whether it is in the form of ice or snow or rain. And it makes us think about our kidneys and our bladder. So kidney being the yin organ, the bladder being the yang organ associated with the water element, associated with winter. So let's have your strap nearby and a couple of blocks nearby. And we will start supine, as we more often than not do. I'm lying. Let's start seated. I changed my mind. Let's start seated. So when you sit, you can have, be conscious that you've got your right leg in front of you, or your left leg behind, right? So we can switch that. And then just find your nice tall seat. So feeling like your sternum is lifted, which is lifting your core. Your sits bones are solid underneath you, heavy hips underneath you, shoulders resting above hips. And let's just gently, so if you take your hands kind of in the middle, I've got my hands cupped in the middle, so that I can inhale and take them up and exhale and take them down for a sun breath. And if I want to, I can look up at the top if that's comfortable for my neck. And so a little nodding when I come down, but that neck movement is just based on your comfort level. So inhale up and an exhale down. And one more time, let's inhale up and exhale down. Great. Next, switch so your left leg's in front. And you're going to take your arms out to this cactus shape. So it's nice to be at shoulder level, but if it gets tiring, they can drift down. That's okay too if they drift down. And when we're out like this, we're going to have open hands. And when we come together, go ahead and make a fist when you come together. So you're kind of like banging your knuckles together. If you're, and hopefully your knuckles and your bottom of your arm comes to, and your elbows come together. If you have to squeeze, that's okay there. So, and when we come out, we want to open, right? So that's this little brain exercise. So let's inhale here. Let's exhale and squeeze, and inhale back out. So you can feel how this really kind of warms you up quite a bit. It's actually a pretty good, especially with the hand movement. It's actually getting the lymphatics flowing too. A couple more times. All right, just relax everything down. Just kind of maybe roll your shoulders around. Just relax for a moment. All right, so we've got another variation, and in this variation, so come back out wherever you are, and have both hands open, but let's test it without movement. Now I'm going to fist my right, leave my left open, and then switch that. So just practice switching, because this one took me a minute to get right when I was doing the movement. All right, so just practice switching. Okay, good. Now what's going to happen is, and you can switch it now, you can fold the right and open the left, and the right's going to squeeze down. So you could go into a little side bend like this with the elbow in. And then when you switch the hands. I had a really hard time remembering this the first time. And you go at a pace you want to go at. Alternating inhaling and exhaling, obviously. Couple more times, also warming up. All right, let's switch the cross again. And this time we'll take twists. So let us, you know what, actually just kind of float your arms kind of just up with at level of your shoulder, and then spin your shoulders around. And when you spin, you can lower the left hand onto the right knee, look back behind you, and then come forward and go to the second side. So just keep alternating that a few times. Luna's going to help. Very nice of you, yes. Getting a little closer, a little more trusting. Okay, take a break from that. And actually, just for a change, just take your legs out in front of you, maybe pedal a little bit, and just sit like that with your legs out in front of you. And then find your collarbone and where it connects to your sternum here in the middle, and then drop right underneath the collarbone, and then go out like an inch or inch and a half. And then we're going to tap right there. So this is the kidney 27 tapping. Sitting up nice and tall. Taps. All right. Now, as you bring your feet in, let's bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up. So this is Supta Baddha Konasana. So your feet are together. And then I want you to put take your thumb and put it on your arch of your foot, and just kind of do a little massaging in there. So that's right around kidney 2. So just do a little massaging in your arch. Breathing, breathing. All right, then another interesting spot is this. So come up, so you can sort of feel the bone in your shin, and go up about 3 inches or 4 inches from your ankle, and then drop off that bone on the inside. And you could have thumbs there, or you could bring your hands around there, but something like that. So it's somewhere around here you want to be. And this is actually kidney 6. So just a little massaging there. Different spot. All right, now let's come around for cat and cow. And I am going to propose a little variation here that it would be new to us. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. You can be on fists if that's preferable. Your knees are underneath your hips. And then find a nice neutral spine where you've got the natural curves of your spine. You're looking straight down. And your arm bones are in the socket. Your collarbone is broad. So we're going to go into a traditional cat and cow with the toes untucked. And then I'm going to propose a modification, which is for if you like, or you can continue with your normal cat cow. So it's inhale. So we're filling the belly, lifting the pelvis, drawing the shoulders back, lifting the head. We've got a cow shape here. We're going to exhale and push everything through. Drop the pelvis, drop the head. Move the kidneys up towards the ceiling. So keep flowing through here, and you can have a little bit of an extra awareness of the movement of the kidneys and even the movement of the bladder inside of cat and cow. With your breath. And one more per normal. Now come to neutral, and I want you to tuck your toes. And this new alternative is the following. We're going to cow as per normal, but when we cat, if we want to, we can cat and lift our knees. Okay, so that's the option. And if you don't want to take it, don't take it. It's just an option, okay? So here we go. We'll go for 5 of these. So inhale into your normal cow. Then exhale and scoop. And if you want to lift those knees, lift those knees. If you don't do it. And then lower to go back into your cow. Keep going just like that. We're just doing 5. And put those knees down. If those knees were up, untuck those toes and just feel neutral. Let's go ahead. Let's take a child's pose here. So slide your hips back, slide your arms forward. Let's take a little child's pose break. Beautiful. Inhale and come back up for bird dog. So you've got this neutral spine, natural curves of your spine looking down. Shoulders are square, hips are square. We're going to inhale, left arm and right leg. And exhale to return. Inhale, opposite. And exhale to return. Keep going. And notice how the hips are square, right? So the kidneys are staying organized right in your back. So you just have a little bit of kidney awareness inside of this. Last one like that. Good. And I'm going to turn this way just to demonstrate this clearly. So you've got the same neutral shape of the body in your all fours position. Your arms are going to stay on the ground. We're just going to float up the right leg. And we're going to tick-tock like it's a grandfather clock. And just notice any sensation in the lower back from this motion. So this is not a lot of movement in the lower back, but you might notice some sensation in it. And then bring that knee in, maybe shake out a little bit, and then second side to the, now the left leg's up. We're just gonna tick-tock the left leg like it was a grandfather clock. Bring that knee in. All right. Let us place our hands a little ahead of our shoulders, tuck our toes, and think about coming up into a downward facing dog. So you've got a broad collarbone, arms are in your socket. And then you inhale, knees and hips all the way up. And once you're there, go ahead and paddle. And just feel how your dog feels to you today. And then stop paddling. Lift the hips up and away, really lengthen the spine. The head is very heavy here. Strong arms. Weight is even in your arms and in your feet. And then keeping that evenness, inhale forward to a plank. So same thing, your weight's in your feet and in your hands, right? And inhale here, and then exhale, lower yourself down to the ground, however you like to lower yourself to the ground. And your hands are underneath your shoulders. And drawing those shoulders back, head is hovering. Let's push our hands down, hug the elbows in, and inhale up for cobra. And you can be as high as me, or you can be a little bit lower. That's up to you how high you want to come. We'll go back down again. So inhale to come up and exhale to lower down. A couple more. And one more time. Let's inhale up and exhale down. So now think about your down dog, tucking your toes so you can come through plank, or you can come through all fours. to take yourself back up to your downward facing dog. And inhale here. And exhale here. And one more inhalation. And exhalation. All right. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward and lower the left knee down back where you're dropping the hips. So you've got the hip flexor stretch on the left. And your right knee is over your ankle. Let's inhale here. Let's exhale. Let's push the hip back into a half split. I like to keep the toes down. You can lift the toes up if you prefer. Then inhale forward and exhale back. And inhale forward. You can feel how we're sort of dropping the kidney forward and then pushing the kidney back. And then inhale forward. So both hands are down. Let's tuck the left toes so we can inhale up to our down dog and exhale. Then inhale the left leg up and exhale, stepping the left foot forward, dropping the right knee back down in the position where you can drop and stretch the right hip flexor there. Left knee over ankle. Inhale here. Exhale to push back into a half split. Inhale to come forward. Inhale forward, noticing what you notice. And exhale back. Let's inhale forward and tuck the right toes. And inhale up to a downward facing dog. Open your mouth and exhale. And then let us inhale and walk forward, hinging at the hip, bending at the knees to walk forward into a forward fold. Hang that head down nicely. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale back, the ribs lift you up, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Great, I got it organized. Now, I'll turn towards you and then I'll also show it from the side. Let's take chair pose first, right? So in chair pose, your hips and shoulders are square, right? And the hips just hinge back behind you, and they hinge, and maybe your knees bend a little bit, or maybe you bend further down, and you pick the position you want to end up in. So once again, let's inhale. We're nice and tall. And exhale and sink into chair pose. You can have your hands in front of your heart. So you're as high or low as you want to be. That's up to you, right? This hip hinge, right? The knees bend accordingly. And the chest stays elevated. So let's inhale here. Let's exhale and turn to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale and turn to the left. And then inhale back to center. So I'm actually going to take us in and out just for interest's sake. I want to inhale here and stay in this position in terms of the upper body and the hinge of the hip. Inhale here and then exhale and step back and then lift yourself up out and you're in a warrior two, right? But I'm going to take us back out again. So you're looking forward. Inhale here. Exhale and step back into your chair. Inhale here. Exhale, step into warrior two on the other side, right? So the front knee is bent. Inhale here. Exhale, chair. We're going to do it again. Inhale, warrior two the other side. Exhale, chair. And inhale here. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, chair. Let's just do that one more time, right? So it's an inhale, I'm in warrior two. It's an exhale, I'm back in chair. It's an inhale, I'm in warrior two. It's an exhale, I'm back in chair. Then inhale and come up, right? And I think a lot because of, I keep focusing and talking about the kidneys. I was just really aware of that lower back area the whole time I was doing all of that. Now I'll take off the sweater and we'll turn it into we'll do a little bit of a longer series, a longer standing series. Let me double check my intention here. Okay, all right, so I'm going to take chair out of it. We're going to inhale into a warrior two first. So inhale, and you're nice and tall. And then exhale, step the left leg back. Take yourself into warrior two. And just feel all your strength and elevation there, and inhale here. Now exhale, and what I want you to do is straighten your leg and lift up your arms, and you can face the front. So this is the break. Instead of a reverse warrior, as we often do, we're coming right here. Now I'm going to keep the legs straight. I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to take myself over into triangle. So maybe I look up at my hand, maybe I don't, right? And inhale here. Then I want you to exhale, and I want you to bend your the front knee. Sorry, the dog's in the way. And you can have your elbow on your knee, but drop your top arm behind you wherever is comfortable. I like to reach around and grab my thigh, but you can just be wherever your arm is comfortable. And breathe here. You're so helpful. And just a little extra moment here. I'm intending it not just from the dog. All right, and now let's go ahead and stretch back out to your triangle. Make your triangle shape again. It's a little embarrassing. All right, good. And then inhale and come up and keep that knee bend and just end it right here. All right, good. Now let's open to turn your right toes out. So both of your toes are out. Inhale here. And exhale and just fall forward, so you can stop at a flat back, or you could go further over if you'd like to go all the way over, softening your knees. So wherever you're comfortable there, and then come back up. All right, great. Now we're gonna go the other way. So from here, let's just fix your feet and settle into a warrior two this way. So feeling nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the leg, and you're here. The feet remain in that position. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg, exhale over into triangle. I almost blew it. Inhale here, and then exhale over into side angle. So elbows here, and then drop this arm back behind you and breathe here. A few extra cycles of breath. Just enjoy this shoulder opening, torso opening feeling. I'm going to play with this in a few other ways. And then inhale back into triangle. And exhale and come up. And inhale and open your feet this way. And exhale and just kind of bend your knees, drop your arms, and inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then let's turn our feet so we can go back into warrior two on the first side. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. We're just going to repeat this one. Inhale. Exhale, side angle with the half bind. We call that a half bind. Really open shoulders. Inhale, back to triangle. Exhale to come up. Keep the leg straight. Inhale here. Exhale, bow it forward. Maybe you just do a half lift. You can drop further down if you're comfortable there. Whatever you want to do. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two, side two. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, side angle with the bind. Just a couple of cycles of breath here. And then let's inhale up to triangle, and exhale and come up, and inhale facing the front. Exhale, inhale. And once again, shape warrior two in the front. Inhale here. I'm going to go back to adding some chair. Inhale here. Exhale, step into your chair. Inhale here. Now we're changing things. Exhale and reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, side angle with the bind. A couple of cycles of breath here. Inhale, triangle. And exhale, the straight-legged position that we've been doing. Open up your toes. Inhale, fall forward. Exhale here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two this side. Inhale. Exhale, stepping into chair. Inhale, step back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. I changed it and then I forgot the order of the change. Inhale, arms up, exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, side angle with the half bind. Like a few cycles of breath. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, come up to the straight position. Inhale, open to the front. Exhale, inhale. Inhale. Exhale and inhale, and then heel toe in, take a complete break. And we're going maybe sip of water. And we're going to add, I'd like to use our blocks. So what we're going to do is put the blocks at the front of your mat. So they're kind of hip width apart distance-ish. So they're for your hands. And we're going to do a supported warrior three into a half moon. Okay. So we can, so let's step our right foot forward, step our left foot back, and take ourselves down into a lunge so we can put our hands on the blocks, right? So that's your setup for starters. The right foot is facing front. The left foot can be down, or you can be up here, but however you want, you can be on the toes or your heel can be down, whatever you want to do here. Open your shoulders and inhale here, and then exhale and just take your weight forward. So you've got this, you're in this supported warrior three, right? So your hands are on the block, your hips are square, your shoulders are square, and flex your left foot in the air and breathe here. All right, and then bending to step back and inhale here. Then exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, step the right foot back wherever you wanted it. And inhale, now we're ready for the second side. Inhale here. Then exhale, the weight comes forward into the left leg. And then lift the right leg, square the hips, flex the right foot. Like you were standing on a wall. Right, inhale here, and then exhale, put that foot down and step the right foot forward. Now step the left foot back. And now what you're going to do is you're going to just have one block, so you can move the other block out of the way, because we're going to open up into the half moon place, right? So again, you're in a high lunge. You put your hand on this block, wherever you want it to be. This right foot wants to be facing this way, although mine creeps in if I feel unstable. I'll be honest about that. My foot kind of goes this way if I'm unstable. So you just want to sort of inhale, sort of take yourself forward, and then what you're trying to do is open the hip. And then once you've opened the hip, you're trying to open the shoulder, and you're going to try to look that way. And I lost my balance. So if you do, just reset. Reset. So you're trying to open the shoulder and open the hip. You can flex that standing foot too. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, and then step out of it. Step out of it. Take both blocks just so you feel supported to step in, right? And then get ready with the left foot. So left hand on the block. So maybe the other block moves away. And then once again, you sort of start to take the leg up, and you're trying to open the hip. And then once you open the hip, you're trying to open the shoulder. Once you open the shoulder, you're trying to look to the side, flexing the lifted right leg. And then step out of that and come all the way up and take a break. All right, good. So set the blocks aside if they're in your way. And one of the things I love to do when we're doing this winter kidney practice is this. Kidney 1 is at the bottom of your sole. So I want to stomp a little bit. So let's stand up, just be so super tall, like long tailbone, elevated chest, really super tall, right? And you're just going to stomp. So you're stomping on K1, stimulating the beginning of the kidney meridian. Stomping. Okay, stop stomping. Let me just reflect on what I had here before we transition. Yeah, let's throw something else in here if you don't mind. So standing hip width apart at the front of your mat. This will be familiar. And inhale nice and tall. And exhale, put the right foot back behind you on the ball of the foot. So you're in a high crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up and you're nice and tall. Now exhale and bow forward. And when you bow forward, see if you can pull your left hip back so your hips stay really nicely in line. And inhale up and exhale and bow forward. You can sort of feel what that does to the whole system. That's sort of stabilizing with the position of the forward hip. And inhale up, exhale, step out. Shake everything out. Inhale taller. Exhale, step the left foot back on the ball of the left foot. Front knee is stacked over the ankle. Inhale up. So you're super tall. This right hip's going to pull back a little bit as you exhale to bow forward. And inhale up. So you want just to kind of focus on that hip stability there. And inhale up and exhale and step forward. We'll get ready to move down to the ground. So inhale up. Maybe you've got a little back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then just take your knees out. And we can sit up for classic Dandasana. So sitting up nice and tall. The shoulders are over the hips, right? You're nice and tall. Boom, boom, boom. And stretching out your legs, flex your toes, reach your hands. So you're pointing your fingers, and then opposite. And this kind of motion, both in the arms and the legs, is good for lymphatic pumping, as well as releasing ankles and wrists from the work of the practice. All right, relax for a moment. Now, I'm going to turn to face you this way. Let's take your left leg in, leave your right leg out. And we're going to do what's called head to knee pose, but you're going to do it in what suits you, right? So inhale your arms up, and exhale, you're going to turn facing the right leg. And then exhale, and you can start out with a flat back. And if you want to round, you can round. So you're going to take it however you want to take it, and breathe here. And see if you can feel like you're breathing into the kidneys back and the lower back. Just relaxing, feeling whatever you might be feeling in the hamstrings. You might feel something in the hip, in the IT band, or in glute med. And inhale and come up with both arms, and let's exhale. We're going to take a side stretch away from the leg this way. And then inhale back up, and we can switch our legs. So the right leg is in, now the left leg is out. Inhale, turning towards the left leg. Same thing. So you can start off with a flat back. You can round if you're comfortable. Just go where you're comfortable and breathe here. And notice if the dynamic is the same as the first side, or there may be reasons why there's a slight difference on the second side. Inhale to come up, and exhale and take that side stretch just away from that leg. Great. And inhale back up. And let us come around to our back. So we will come supine for the first time in the practice. And let's have our knees bent and our feet under our knees, whatever's comfortable place for us for bridge, arms down by your side. Open your shoulders, right? So you've got this broad collarbone, arm bones are in the socket and drawing back down towards the mat. So when we inhale, let's press our feet and shoulders back, the base of bridge, and push ourselves up as high as we are comfortable. And exhale back down. Take some more just like that. So the shoulders and the feet push to stabilize bridge. Keep going. Four more times. One more time. All right. So I asked for a strap to be available. And I want to come into legs on a wall today with a strap. So if you unfurl your strap and put your feet on it, and then take your legs in the air. Now, if you've got a bend, there's no problem with a bend, right? So you're just kind of, your thighs are above your hips, and whatever's happening with the lower leg is okay. And probably the strap is putting you into a foot flex. And you've got so play with, if your feet are together, what it feels like, and feel what it feels like if you separate your feet hip width apart. So just see which you prefer right now. And your arms are heavy on the strap, but let your elbows come down on the ground. Shoulders are in the socket, right? So you're not kind of forcing your arms to be stretched out. Let them relax. And let's breathe here. So you can notice that you're hugging your kidneys into the mat underneath you. So just notice any sensation that you have in the lower back here. Notice sensation in the glutes and in the hips. All right, so now I want you to cross your strap, bend your knees in, put the soles of your feet together, and then put your feet on the ground, open your knees. So you're kind of holding, the strap is kind of holding your feet together. And just breathe here, maybe relax your knees open, just breathe here. And in this position, odds are your lumbar spine is curved off the floor. You're not in this pose in a pelvic tilt. So just breathe here. Now switch your strap to your left hand. You do want to take the strap around that left knee and then bring your knees together, and then you're kind of holding the strap up and over your knees with your right hand, and then take your left arm and tee it out and breathe here. All right, so now come back to center. So bring the strap to center, go back into the Supta Kassandra open position for a moment. Inhale here. And then exhale and bend the right, take the right knee over to the left. So move the strap so it's on top. Strap in your left hand now, tee out your right arm and breathe here. All right, so come back to center. So the strap is in the middle at first. Then you can lift your knees towards you so you can take the strap off. And then grab your feet, normal happy baby position. Happy baby. Be rocking from side to side. Just notice what you notice. Once again, the kidneys are pretty much hugged into the mat in this position. Then you can lengthen out your legs and lengthen out your arms, turning your palms up so your shoulders really open up. I'm going to put my sweater back on. And as we come into the Savasana position, and so notice, so really relax your feet and legs, right? So they kind of come apart. It feels pretty open here, stable on the ground. Your tailbone's long, so you can notice if you happen to have a little back arch there, and remove any arching in the back. So the tailbone is long, the pubic bone lifts up a little bit in the front. Palms down, palms up on your side, shoulders really open, broad collarbone. You've got the natural curves of your spine. Coming into your breath. I just want to notice a little bit, and I think it's a little bit subtle to perceive, but I want to notice how much our body is water, right? How much we have water in all kinds of forms flowing through the system. We obviously have blood flowing in our veins, in and out of the heart, throughout the whole system. lymphatic system is hydrated. The fascial system is hydrated, right? So there's a lot of fluid inside of us. Pretty water-based. So see if you can just sort of notice and feel what you feel of the flows inside your body as we're in our breath. Still for a few moments for just the last one. And deepen your breath. Wiggle fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles. And then just stretch everything. Let's roll over onto our right side. So your head's gonna rest on your right arm, and your legs are probably stacked. Your left hand can be on your legs or on the floor. Just breathe here for a moment, as if you could fall asleep here. And then let's think about coming up. So I'm going to stretch out my top leg and push my left hand down and float on up to a seat, which was where we started. So nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Maybe flutter your eyes closed. You can do what you like there. Let's have some final breaths. So inhaling through our nostrils. Let's exhale inside out, down and through our kidneys to our bladder. Inhale and sigh. Inhale and sigh. Thank you for joining me for this winter practice today. That what we'll do next week, I'm contemplating, I think that we will actually, in sort of continuing in the spirit of winter, have a lymphatic focus. We'll move as usual, but we'll have somewhat of our lymphatic focus, right? Since that's really good for, useful for immunity, since it's been a kind of diseasey winter for many people, not for me, fortunately. Yeah. All right. Good. So thank you. Thank you.